The call of a new adventure takes us down the highway to Portage Glacier, an Ice Age panorama that has no equal. Prior to 1913, the glacier's face loomed several hundred feet above what is now the parking lot. 70 years later, the glacier has receded almost 2 miles to its present location.
What are we going to do with Fabian now?
Does everybody get a vest? Oh, that's right. We got one.
Fabian's sleeping. He's asleep. Well, this is my river trip. Time will be. Wake up.
Blue icebergs are sculpted into intricate shapes by winds as strong as 200 miles per hour.
Well, we want to maintain some degree of distance from most of these icebergs, the sizable icebergs, simply because of the melting process, it becomes a little heavier on the top than it does on the bottom and has a tendency to roll.
I just saw one roll earlier.
Did you?
It could be hazardous to your health.
It really could be. In fact, it's been known at times out here to be very hazardous to people's health. Portage Glacier was used as an access or an avenue for people traveling back and forth from Prince William Sound.
That's right, that is it.
The last recorded travel was in 1913. The Forest Service conducts nature hikes up to the face of the glacier, up to Byron, in search of the ice worm. And there is such a critter that lives in the ice. It's a black thread-like little worm about 1 inch in length.
Did the fish come all the way up here, the salmon?
I haven't seen any, we've seen fish, but we haven't seen any seals up here. Now, the Forest Service has reported that they've seen seals following the runs of salmon all the way into the lake. We're in about 20 feet of water here. The lake itself is about 600 feet deep.
By the way, Mr. Crockett, do you have any scotch with you, since the ice is right here? I mean, this is, I understand, a first-class cruise, so...
I checked on that. Knowing that you were coming with us today, sir, I brought something to mix this thousands-of-year-old ice into our drink with.
Because of its density, glacial ice will last 3 times longer than regular ice in a drink, making it a favorite of wilderness bartenders. Located 128 miles south of Anchorage is a seacoast town called Seward. The city was named after Secretary of State William H. Seward, who in 1867 arranged for Alaska's purchase from Russia for $7 million, a transaction that became known as Seward's Folly. That folly is now one of our richest natural resources, and the commercial fishermen, lumberjacks, and ship hands that make up the majority of Seward's population would have to agree. The town might be labeled laid back, but in mid-August it begins to buzz with activity as people from the world over arrive in all types of vehicles for one thing, the Seward Silver Salmon Derby.
We've been coming down to the Derby since about 1961.
I usually come over and fish a little bit during the Derby every year.
Fishermen compete for over 50 prizes. Categories include the biggest fish, the first fish caught, and even the smallest fish is awarded. Special tagged fish are released, and bringing them in could be worth $5,000 or $10,000.
We got 4 people from Anchorage going out, and they all want to get that $10,000 tagged fish.
I don't like fishing.
Why?
Because it's just boring.
Well, the reason I come over here is probably more to watch the people than catch the fish.
It's just kind of an atmosphere here in Seward and among all the boaters and the fishermen. A lot of goodwill, a lot of fun, and Seward's a great place during the Salmon Derby.
have that $4,000 prize, and even $3,000 prize would be great.
They insure these fish with Lloyd's of London. They have life insurance on them.
Fish are icky and slimy.
Salmon Derby fever spreads like wildfire. Everything from cabin cruisers and runabouts to inflatables and canoes are launched in any and every way. Some outboards are started easier than others and are soon pushing anglers out to their favorite hotspots on beautiful Resurrection Bay for that grand prize salmon.
Going to know that there's not a head on this.
It doesn't make any difference. That's a rubber one anyway. And what the rubber ones do is it makes your fingers still smell good after you put them on the hook. This one here is a real herring, and that one makes your fingers stink for a week.
Excitement reaches a crescendo toward the final minutes of the Derby. Anglers who are in the lead with a trophy fish have their fingers crossed, desperately hoping that no one will bring in a larger fish.
To repeat, Derby fishermen, 5 more minutes. 5 minutes till the end of the Derby.
Oh, here comes a nice one. Got your scale already?
Yeah, we got it ready.
All right.
Where'd you catch this one at?
This one came off a Lowell Point right out there by Brigantine Bay.
Here we go. 12 pounds, 4 ounces.
We're happy with that one, huh?
I did good.
You did good.
It's a nice one, isn't it?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over.
I got a 13-pounder.
The fish weighed 16 pounds and 9 3/4 ounces.
A fish about this big. 15, 9 3/4, I think it was.
14 pounds, 3/4 ounce.
15 pounds, 11 ounces, and 3/4 of an ounce.
I caught it by the ferry docks on the rocks.
We were at Thumbs Cove.
There wasn't really too much to it. We were just trolling off Callisto Head.
I caught my fish right in the middle of the channel.
All I caught was a cold.
And all of a sudden, somebody noticed, hey, Chuck, you've got a fish on the line, and sure enough, the pole was jerking away.
Second try, I got him.
There's 50 different prizes, so hopefully I'll get on there somewhere.
Already you have a check here for $4,000 in cash. You get the first place trophy donated by the city of Obihiro in Japan. And your fish will be mounted for you by Ken's Taxidermy of Anchorage.
I won first place, which was $4,000.
The prize of $2,500 cash goes to Paul Lean. His fish weighed 16 pounds, 0 ounces.
It just jumped out of the water once, but for a fish that size, I was expecting a little bit more excitement.
Okay, third place, $1,500 cash money goes to George Kakaruk of Anchorage, 15 pounds, 11 3/4 ounces.
I won third place, $1,500, and a trophy. That's it right there, huh?
It's George here. Nice. I don't blame you, George. I'd be here.
I know it's a big fish when I was trying to reel it in, but I took my time.
Congratulations. In 7th place, Sentimental favorite, Mickey Nixa.
I won $650.
Mickey caught her fish from shore. It weighed 15 pounds, 9 3/4 ounces.
I almost fell into the water.
She gets $350 cash, a $100 gift certificate from AAA Taxidermy.
Next year I'm going to try to get the $4,000 prize.
Congratulations, Mickey.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the money.
I'm going to buy a 10-speed, and then I'm going to get a waterbed maybe.
I think we'll probably be coming back again next year.
Oh, definitely. I'll be coming back next year.
I'm definitely coming back next year.